Greetings, Commanders, and welcome back to the Bounty Hunter series here in Elite Dangerous. In today's episode, we're heading over to Minerva to go ahead and start doing a little bit of pirate hunting over there because we get a free pre-engineered railgun out of it, or 2 or 3, depending on how things go. If we get at least one bounty, we'll get 1 free railgun. If we get in the top 75%, we'll get a 2nd free railgun. And then if the community goal as a whole reaches tier, whatever the next tier is after what it is now, you can get up to 3 pre-engineered railguns. Now, I personally don't use railguns, but it lines up with the bounty hunter stuff that I did the previous community goal because I do want to have the extra capacity cargo racks for when the Panther Clipper becomes available, and then I can put those in the Panther Clipper. I mean, I can put them in my cutter until then, but I'll put them in my Panther Clipper, and that will be my massive haul ship. And then, you know, the current community goal lines up with the series that we're doing, the bounty hunter stuff. So, you know, if I'm gonna have to go out and kill stuff anyways, I might as well get some extra free rewards that if I ever decided to use railguns, I would have to put a lot of time and effort into engineering to do that. So, you know, might as well head over and do it now. It only takes a few jumps to get over there, and then we'll go kill some stuff, and then hopefully we'll get enough bounties out of all of that to hit the top 75%, and then the tier will go up, and we'll get a nice set of 3 railguns out of it. So that'll be pretty nice. I don't foresee ever using them. Railguns are too much of a pain in the butt to use as far as I'm concerned, the thing is like I don't mind the way that they shoot. I actually like the way that they shoot because it requires accuracy and it requires you paying attention. It's the heat. The amount of heat that they generate is just obnoxious. No matter how much you engineer it. If you want to get any kind of real damage output out of your railguns, you're going to overheat your ship. It's just the way it works. High damage, high reward, but the cost is just, for me at least, the cost is just way higher than it's worth for me. I don't want to have to worry about heat sinks and all of that other crap. I want to be able to just shoot my weapon and it works. And railguns are just kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. I've tried engineering them. I've never been able to get them to the point where they don't instantly overheat your ship after, well, I don't say instantly, but overheat your ship after like 2 or 3 volleys, and then you're just sitting there having to wait for your heat to come back down, or you have to give up utility slots for heat sinks, and those run out, and it's just like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I like my up close and personal boomstick build that we're basically using here. So this is what we're going to be using for the foreseeable future. Now, the railgun builds are good for the type of jousting stuff that you need to do in PvP. I don't generally do PvP, so it's not an issue for me. But, you know, it's nice to have things, and it lines up with the kind of content that we're doing already. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's see here. We need to go to, I don't remember if it's Signal Source. Yeah, they're going to make me visit the beacon here. So let's go to the beacon real quick. We'll get a scan, and then we'll find ourselves a nice juicy little has-res to go into. We'll kill pirates until I'm tired of killing pirates. And then we'll go turn in our bounty at Starlace Station. I would imagine that's where they want us to turn it in. I didn't actually look at where you're supposed to turn them in. I'm pretty sure Starlace is where you're supposed to do it because that's where you're supposed to drop off all of your cargo. But maybe it's just anywhere in the Minerva system because I don't know. I need to read the particulars of it before turning anything in. So while that's scanning, let's go over here, defend, engage targets, or engage pirates in the Minerva, and redeem the vouchers. I will learn to speak one of these days. Redeem the vouchers at Starlace Station. So now we just need to hop into here, find ourselves a nice little has-res to go blow stuff up in, and then let's see, what do we got here? Power wreckage, distress, power encoded. Come on. High grade emissions, not what we're looking for. Is it points of interest? I don't remember it being points of interest. Oh, it is. I'm just not paying attention, apparently. Let's go to a hazardous one, because that's going to give us the biggest bounties. I don't know why I thought it was signal sources. It's been a while since I've done a has-res, so apologies, I forgot. You have to look for points of interest. So let's get over here. We need to zing ourselves over here to the Has-Res site. Wait for 4 seconds. I overdid that a little bit, but fortunately I was able to recover. Get ourselves over to the Has-Res. Now for Has-Res sites, anything that's like a mining area, you can do this. You can do the Super Cruise Quick Drop because it doesn't have the worrying about the running into the planetary drop area. But you do need to angle yourself properly for it. So realistically, I'm probably going to have to come down this way. I'm going to look out for that ring. Yep, there's the ring. You need to approach it, you know, mostly perpendicular for the quick drop to work. So once I have that here, just bump up that speed until we hit 5 seconds. The gravity well will slow us down more than it normally would, so that increases our chances of the quick drop working. So that's another, you know, really nice thing that ends up happening for you. So as soon as we hit 1 megameter, boom, there we go. Half throttle for maximum maneuverability and just manually control everything. Let's see, what is this guy? He's clean, so now we just gotta look around for pirates. Here we go. So let's go get on the... I'm gonna turn on night vision. Night vision's not helping me there. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Come on, get around. Get around. Some reverse thrust here to get my nose flipped around here. I took care of him. Sometimes especially for smaller ships, sometimes running into them is just the fastest way to get them done. So we get ourselves flipped around here. We didn't really get much in the way of bounty for that. Is this our guy? Get ourselves flipped around. There we go. Alright, that takes care of that. Start looking around for other dudes to go after. Imperial Eagle. This guy's on a team, but I don't know. It's a transporter. He's not going to be really worth much. Let's get away from... Well, I don't know. We might be stuck having to kill these guys. They might be all that's here. Come on. And that takes care of him. Reverse and vertical thrust to get ourselves pointed at the guy so we can hopefully get him locked up. Then just vertical thrust with half throttle should give me a decent turning around rate. Might have to reverse thrust a little bit because he's able to stay inside my shields are going to go down here pretty soon though. I am getting my butt handed to me a little bit. Okay, that takes care of him. One more up here. Reverse thrust to tighten the circle a little bit. Get him out in front of me so I can get him locked. Alright. We're going to switch over to systems for a second to try to get our shields recharged a bit. I'm going to try to stop going after these little targets like this, though. It's kind of a waste of time. I mean, obviously, if there's nothing else, then you get what you can get, but it really feels like all these little small dudes here. It's wasting our shields and Wasting a lot of ammo. This guy seems to be by himself, though, so let's try to get in behind him. Come here. Every time I try to get on him, he flips around in a different direction. I can't get him to freaking stop. Where'd he go? There he is. There's two in the middle of all this asteroid crap. Alright, I don't want to hit anybody else. This is getting annoying. I don't want to hit anybody else and get like a bunch of attacks on me, so every time I start to get there... Alright, that takes care of him. Let's go this way. Look at some other things here. Try not to run into anything. Just seeing triangles. Alright, so he's going to be clean almost certainly. The mining guys are almost certainly clean. Love to find like a python or something, or or like a combat python, rather than all these little ships here. But unfortunately, most of the time in the Haz-Res, this is what you're going to get. Let's go around this way. Got another Cobra Mark III. Yeah, he's all part of that team. Let's I see something going on here. Can't imagine a Type 9 Heavy. Somebody's attacking him, though. Who's attacking him? Federal assault ship. There we go. Grab these guys while they're distracted. Oh, that was stupid. Forgot to make sure I was full up on ammo. That was dumb. Try to get one last shot on this guy. That takes care of him. I'm just gonna unload because I need to have 3 shots available to me. I know that's a waste of ammo, but it's better to just have 3 volleys ready. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. We got a vulture over here. It's probably a pirate. Here we go. Go after him. Gotta get my pips on him. Reverse thrust. Reverse thrust. Gotta tighten that circle. Come on. Get him around. There we go. Try to pull around and grab him. And that took care of him. Alright, cool. Look around for some more. Unfortunately, you start getting a lot of debris, and it starts becoming very difficult to find anything. This one is a python, but it's clean, being attacked by a viper, which I would imagine is a pirate, so we'll go ahead and help this one out. Oh, where'd you go? Get ourselves turned around. He seems like he's too busy going after that, so ideally we'll be able to get him here. If I can get my pips on him. I can get my pips on him. Oh, there we go. Come on, get the pips. Get the pips. Come on. I'm up there. I'm switching my scan to the radar, and then in front of me once he's there. I read the reverse thrust. He's able to. When they're able to stay inside your circle, you just got to slow down and then get your pips out in front of you. All right, come on. Get closer. Get closer. Oh, come on. All right, let me pull back up again. I'm tired of fighting these small dudes. They're getting kind of annoying. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough. Come on, get on him. Get on him. All right, that takes care of him. All right, I think we can switch back to engines now. A lot of my maneuvering problems was because I was trying to recharge my shields, so now we're back recharged on that mostly. Or at least we're recharged to the point where I feel comfortable. There's still combat happening. Or at least there's explosions happening as if there's combat happening. Alright, he's taking off. Let's go this way. That one's clean. Yeah, I don't really want to go after these teams of 3 here. It's really annoying. Give ourselves a little bit of distance. Where am I being attacked from? Switch back to shield recharging. Flip around. Reverse thrust to tighten the circle. Come on. Forward. Oh, nope. That's it for him. We just need to get around to get this last guy. Vertical thrust, vertical and reverse thrust to tighten the circle. Forward thrust to start closing. It's really hard to see with the nose on this thing. Reverse thrust to tighten the circle, because he's starting to get a little bit annoying. Get the pips on him. Pips, there we go. Vertical thrust, forward thrust. Too far away to do anything. Okay, get back around. A bit of reverse thrust to tighten the circle because he's getting around behind me. There we go. Engines. I need my engines because it's just... I'm not able to turn around fast enough to get him. Okay, here we go. I think we might be good now. Screwed that up. Come on. Just gotta be careful with distance management. Oh, come on. That should have been enough to kill him. I'm out of ammo now, too, so... Alright, well, one of my frag cannons is out of ammo somehow. I don't even know how much ammo I have left, but because of that, we're going to go ahead and head over to the station and turn in our bounties to see how we're doing.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
700 light seconds, so we're going to be looking for a 70C. There we go. Did it a little bit too early. That's okay. We'll just hold on to full throttle, get over to the station, get ourselves landed, turn in our bounties, and see where we lie as far as the percentages go. So we're waiting for around 70-ish for the medium-sized ships. 50 to 70 depending on the ship. I've found that 70 for this ship generally gets it done. Sometimes it overshoots. But we're able to turn around fast enough that if you overshoot, it's not that big of a deal. So hopefully the quick drop works. Yeah, that worked. Full throttle. Look for the gate. I don't see it. Get ourselves around the axis here, and then we will be able to get docked in here. Where is it? There it is. Like, where the heck did it go? Okay. Then we can half throttle it through the slot here, because half throttle is our... Hello? Oh. Half throttle forward, not half throttle backwards, please. And then we are looking for landing spot 18. The dot is right there. Took me a second to find it. Get ourselves to the landing pad. Cool. We will refuel, rearm, check out the starport services to go turn in our mission. Oh, that's right. We have to do it. Let's see. I think it's the administrative contact. Okay, so now ideally we should have something. The problem is that this sometimes can take a little while to populate, so... Unless I did it wrong. It's certainly possible that I did it wrong. Engage pirate targets in the Minerva system and redeem bounty vouchers at the Starlay station. So yeah, that should have been what we needed to do, right? Because the combat bond one, I think, is something different. I forget what the combat bonds are for. I think, I don't know. But yeah, we did our bounty vouchers. We turned that in. And the problem is sometimes it's hard to know because it can sometimes take a little while for that to pop up. But that's going to be enough for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to contribute in that manner. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for our next episode, and I'll see you then.